Everybody, welcome back to the channel. In today's video, I'm going to be sharing with all of you one stock that you should be keeping in your watch list. It looks really good, and it looks like there is a massive upside for the next few days. But before we do that, we have to address the overall market and why this massive two-day move happened and how you could have made money from it. Alright, y'all. Now, before we begin, do not forget to annihilate the like button on your way in. Alright, so let's get right into it right off the bat. We have the SPY over here. And in the last video, I gave y'all a warning about a potential test of that line at the bottom right here at 386. On Friday, it didn't collapse. It actually gave a second chance for shorts to get out before it started to run. All right, and that chance to get out was right over here, right there, and right there. All right, and now the question is, how was this move predictable? Again, how could you have seen this? Well, we're going to look at what happened on QQQ. Okay, so this is the Discord, and this was QQQ on the 18th, and then this was on Friday, right? So basically, the only structure that I saw that morning, the cleanest structure that I saw that morning was QQQ. This is an ascending triangle on there, all right? And as you can see, it actually broke out at around like 8:45, maybe 8:50, retested that upper line, and then started to go back up again, and we actually took a trade on it. So again, in that previous video, I was leaning bearish and I was waiting for that retest. I took a shorts on TTD first, all right, but TTD wouldn't collapse, and I had to exit out of there for a small loss before jumping into QQQ, because again, the structure was clean, the ascending triangle is clean. Now we've done this before. Again, I've shared multiple setups that look like this, and that usually behave really well. All right, so this one right there, again, the price target $280. I didn't think it was going to go as high as it did. It closed the day at around 282. I ended up getting out of it. I waited for a while for it to at least get in that red zone right there to collect my money and be done for the day. So it went all the way up, and then this right here at around like 10:36, that's when I got rid of all of my QQQs. I mean, looking at it in hindsight, we gotta look at QQQ here. All right, so here's QQQ, and right there in this region, this is where I got out of it. So this is where I collected, and this is where I entered. Wait, this is right here is where I entered around 9:22, and the structure right over here. All right, again, for those of you who are struggling to see these things, they're on the chart, they're right there. All right, so this move right there, I didn't catch it at all. And going into today, why did this move show up? Well, there's multiple reasons, and I'm going to use the other charts, all right, and which is going to tie into the stock for this video. I'm going to use the other charts to pretty much justify exactly why this move happened. Again, keep in mind that QQQ and the Nasdaq and the SPY, they're indices filled with a lot of the large tech stocks. So the stock that I'm going to share with y'all for the next few days, all right, which is gonna make sense for this massive move, that stock is Adobe, and that's the stock that I bought on Friday because I'm anticipating a massive move. All right, the reason why I bought Adobe on Friday was because of this. First, we gotta look at this region. All right, in this region, there is a bull flag on there. There is a bull flag right there, very small bull flag within a bullish rectangle. So two bullish reasons for me to buy this thing. And as soon as this thing broke out right there at the close, eyeball calls on there. So I'm still holding my calls. I'm up 100% on those calls. And I think that it's not done quite yet. I think it has room to run all the way up to at least 280 bucks. Maybe even 290 bucks within the next few days. All right, so this is one structure and this is one stock within the Nasdaq and within the indices. Obviously a lot of stocks went up today. All right, now another stock that I was looking at this morning, let me show you guys again. It's not just one stock, it's multiple stocks. All right, so this is the morning, 8 a.m., 30 minutes before the market opened. We got this structure that I just showed you. All right, and then we had Tesla. Again, I was looking at Tesla the week before, exactly 1 week ago. We took a trade on Tesla. This was a Monday. I was looking for a move up to 145, but it gapped up and it just couldn't push. So we had to get rid of it at around like 134 right here before the retest of the support. And now it looks like it wanted to go again. So as you can see with this message, after bouncing off support, Tesla is going for 145 again. And it got to 145 today, exactly 145, before consolidating in the afternoon. And another stock that looked really, really good was Netflix. And this one, all it needed to do was to break above that line. It was to break above 346. And as soon as it broke above 346, this one was an easy play all the way up to 360 bucks after the breakout right here, as you can see right there. And it just kept going all the way up. So we're gonna look at that real quick. So this is Netflix. All right, some of you may or may not have traded this, but here it is. All right, now where could Netflix go tomorrow after this massive push from the open? I think it has room to, I think it can pop to 370 before fading. I think before fading temporarily. Like the uptrend is still there, but the market can be generous sometimes, just like on Friday where it gave a second chance for shorts to get out fast and break even before QQQ started running up. I think it's gonna do the same thing again and give a second chance to the longs who bought over here, right there above 346, right, and are holding for a bigger move. I think it's gonna pop like that all the way up to 367, maybe 370. And then after like 30 minutes, we might see it fade all the way back down before we go sideways and close at exactly 360, and maybe consolidate some more for maybe 1 or 2 days. All right, maybe 1 or 2 days. But that's what I'm seeing with Netflix, and that's why the massive move with the Nasdaq happened today, and that's why the massive move with Netflix happened. All right, very, very simple, very clean structures on the charts. All right, now one stock that didn't have such, oh, by the way, here is Tesla. All right, and Tesla, again, I told y'all it went all the way up to 145. It went sideways. Tomorrow it might go up to 147, maybe 148, before doing exactly what I showed y'all with Netflix. Now, one stock that didn't do so well is Amazon. Now, Amazon was dragging its feet today. All right, now looking at it on a daily chart, it has a lot of upside. And I think I covered this one in the last video. I think I may have. There's a gap right there. Maybe not the last video, but the one before that, before the CPI report was announced. I warned y'all about the gap at the top. All right, and I also warned y'all about this one at 90 bucks. And since the CPI, the expectations were, everything was just flat. It's been going sideways, and eventually this is gonna have to get taken care of. Eventually it's going to get in here. I don't know if, I'm not sure if when the market goes sideways, this one is just going to do its own individual thing. Sometimes that happens. Tesla have done that sometimes, where it just goes on a massive tear and the market is just flat. Like every other stock is like neutral, maybe slightly negative, and then Tesla has a massive +4, +5% day. So maybe today we might see, today was the inverse of that, where Amazon doesn't move and everything runs. So tomorrow we might see this thing catch up with the other tech stocks. All right, so that's my thoughts on all of these stocks. I hope that explains why everything ran and why the overall market ran. Again, this is from my perspective. All right, I look at it from the charts, not based off of news. They may have been news put out, maybe, I don't know. I didn't read those. I just look at the charts. All right, so yeah, that's pretty much the end of the video. Again, do not forget to annihilate the like button for the YouTube algorithm. As always, helps the channel a lot and allows more people to get this knowledge as well. Also, if you're new to the channel and you haven't done so already, definitely click on subscribe and click on the notification bell along with the notifications. That way you don't miss out on future uploads. If you'd like to be part of a private Discord community where you can get all of this information in real time as I see them, you can find that as the first link in the description of the video below. If you haven't added me on social media yet, you can find me at NGumah and at PATTERNOLOGY LAB on Instagram and on Twitter. And lastly, if all of this is brand new to you, if you're interested in getting started in the stock market, there's some basic step-by-step directions in the description of the video below. Step 1 to step 3. It only takes about 10 to 15 minutes for you to have all the tools you need to start trading immediately. You can also get some free stocks after signing up with Webull using the third link in the description of the video below. Once again, ladies and gentlemen, my name is NGumah with PATTERNOLOGY LAB, where we trade patterns and patterns only. And I will see all of you in the next video.